everyone, my name is Zizipho Boshe, and the purpose of this video is to motivate you based on my life experiences and what I've been through and what I've went through with God and how I felt in that moment and what God has done for me. So before I end this video, I want to leave you guys with some motivation. Just because you're going through pain right now does not mean that God has forsaken you. Just because things don't seem the way that you thought they would be does not mean God has abandoned you. Just because you're not where you expected yourself to be, just because things aren't as perfect does not mean that it's the end, that your future is not bright. Just because you feel like you're in the pit and it's dark around you doesn't mean that there won't be light at the end of the tunnel. Just because you feel rejected, you feel like you're not loved, you feel like you are lonely, and you feel like you're in a place whereby you're in a desert and you feel your echo and there's no one around you, does not mean that God is not there. That is where God is. That is where God simply demonstrates his love for you. When you're in the pit, when you're in the darkness, when you don't know what's going on in your life, when you feel confused and there's no one, that's where God really acts. So don't feel discouraged. Don't feel discouraged when you're going through those things that I've just mentioned. Also, another thing to help you when you feel depressed, you feel rejected, you feel like you're not loved, you feel like people aren't giving you what you deserve. The way in order for you to feel sanity in your life, to feel peace, to feel happy, is to simply tell yourself every time you're going through those things that no one owes you anything. Because basically no one owes you anything. Once you tell yourself that no one owes you anything, you'll start looking at yourself. You'll start bringing the attention to yourself. You'll start telling yourself that I owe myself this. I owe myself this. And when that happens, you will stop looking for validation from people. You will stop wanting people to do things for you, or the sadness, the feeling of rejection, it'll slowly vanish, because every time you must tell yourself that every time you feel rejected, every time you feel sad, you feel like someone is treating you badly, someone is not validating you enough, you're doing a lot and people aren't validating you enough, tell yourself that no one owes you anything. No one owes you anything, even your parents. No one owes you anything, just no one. Once you tell yourself that, you will start feeling peace and you start bringing the attention to yourself, and everything will seem easy around you, and you'll start looking, you'll start seeing everything around you differently, and every situation, every bad situation around you will change, because you are not looking for validation outside. You are just focusing on yourself. You are telling yourself every time that you owe yourself something. So thank you for watching this video, and remember, God is love and love is God. Thank you.